Okay, so this is the first video that I'm making where I'm sharing one of my journals. I've been journaling, I would say, for almost 4 years now, and I've accumulated maybe like 20-30 journals. But this journal right here, this is kind of like my hobby activity slash anatomical drawings journal, and I feel like I'm finally in a space that where I want to share this piece of me online. So let's get going. So give a overall tour. I think these are just like some sticky notes that I had from when I was teaching. Make sure there's no confidential information on here. I think, yeah. Okay, there isn't. So here was just like, I guess I was just making like some goals list. It's pretty generic, but there's that. And here I think I was just taking some notes on some like a neuroscience topic that I was interested in. I think it was, yeah, language acquisition. And here is like some online courses where I was interested in taking. I never followed through with it, but I just wrote down all the major topics that was in that was part of the courses, like on what they call like edX or Coursera. And here I was just making like a planner for myself to like explore the LSAT and exercise and some books that I wanted to flip through. So this is kind of a continuation of that. Here I was taking a writing class, and I would like to definitely talk more about that writing class, but here is just some notes that I took when I was taking it. And here I was starting to experiment with drawing. This was, so most of this journal I really worked through last year. So here I was just experimenting with like drawing bones and proportions, hands. So there's that. I have very little art experience, so please have patience as you look into my drawings. So here I did a drawing of a skeleton hand. So I printed out a picture and just observed it. I made some guidelines to try to like guide my drawing and my proportions. And here I drew a brain, so I have that here. Like I said, this is literally my first experiments, like attempts with drawing, so there's that. And here I was like drawing like a rib cage, but I never finished it. Here is, oh yeah, I was experimenting with some science writing, which was part of what I did for my writing course that I took. Here are some more notes that I took during that writing course. I made a small to-do list, and here is more notes from that class. More notes from that class. This is just a blank page that I labeled detachment journaling prompts. I guess I was gonna write some journaling prompts around letting go and detachment and all that, and I just never did. Here is also a schedule that I made of all the exercises I've done. I think this was like July. I think maybe this is actually like August, September. I don't know, I forgot. But here is some notes that I took from a PD meeting when I was a teacher. Also making sure there isn't any confidential information on here, but it doesn't seem like there is. So I think I am good with that. Okay. And so I ended up taking an anatomical drawing course. So here was like my homework assignments and things that I've worked on, homework assignments and notes, drawing notes from class. So we were learning how to draw a head. So here was that. I was taking notes on how the professor was drawing. And here was just some homework exercises that we did. And so yeah, he also was like showing us like how to draw facial features. So here's that. This is when I was teaching algebra, so I guess I just have some rough sketches of some algebraic equations. Here are just some more anatomical drawing, so learning how to draw the head with facial features. Some more right here. So yeah, this was a homework assignment. And here, this is like we were doing some drawing exercise in class where we were drawing bones. So I think this is part of like the back. And this is the sternum. Some more drawing notes that I took in class of like how to draw the upper torso. This was a homework assignment where I think I traced how to draw like the musculoskeletal system. And here was some drawing notes from class where we learned how to draw the torso and the arms. And this was a homework assignment that I did. So just drawing the head, facial features, and the torso, so the upper half of the body. And he also, my instructor was also teaching us how to draw hands. So I did a rough sketch of what he showed us in class, also how to draw the back. And here is a homework assignment that I did of me drawing the back with the musculoskeletal features. Now we were getting into the second half of the body, so learning how to draw the lower torso and the legs and the feet, so learning how to proportion that. I believe this was also some drawing notes. Also, this was as well, so looking at the lower half of the body from a lateral view, and also looking at the upper half of the body from the lateral view, and also learning how to like proportion the whole body and learning how to draw some of the features of the feet. So I guess that's roughly everything that I have in this journal. I definitely will continue doing some rough sketches, and I guess I just wanted to really share that and yeah, just get some of my expressions out there. So thank you for viewing. If anyone ends up watching this video, just wanted to share that.